Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to One Piece, episodes 776 and 777. Yeah, that's right. If you hadn't heard by now, I'm actually a little surprised because I've been mentioning it quite a bit. One Piece is now a new reaction series for Wednesdays, joining Kakegurui XX. And let me explain my history with this. So I watched One Piece when it initially aired in the 4Kids dub when I was a kid. Eventually I did check out the original Japanese, and I watched all the way through it to where it had been at the time, which was early on in the post-time skip era. Since that point, I had eventually gotten to episode 775, which is nearing the end of the Zoe arc, following Dressrosa and all of that. Episode 775, funny enough, I found out its initial air date, which I watched it like months after its initial air date because I had to catch up and everything. Its initial air date was February 5th, 2017. 2 years ago, almost to the day. It is February 6th right now. So I am continuing this almost to the day after the previous episode I had seen ended. So where we left off, though, Luffy and everyone were planning to head to Big Mom's region in order to get Sanji back. There were multiple members of the Mink tribe on Zoe who were planning to go with them. And I think the samurai were going to go with them too. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, there was the entire deal last time about Jack and his gang planning to take down the Zoe. I cannot remember the Zoe's name. The giant elephant. But the Minks and the Straw Hats helped defend it. So yeah, the next arc I do know that is going to be gone into is the Whole Cake Island arc, and that's where they have to get Sanji back to the crew. And I believe he's like engaged to be married to one of Big Mom's daughters. So yeah, I have heard a few things about this next arc. I don't know all the details. I know there's this one guy, I think his name is Katakuri, who's really popular as a villain. Like, I've heard people really like him as a villain. So I'm interested to see him. And just various other things that go on. Plus, this gives us a lot more information about Sanji. I also do know that his last name is Vinsmoke. I don't remember if that was revealed prior to the Whole Cake Island arc, like during the Zoe arc or not, but I do know that. And yeah, I'm really excited to get back into this because, yeah, the last time I have watched One Piece was in 2017. And like I said, it wasn't when episode 775 first aired. It was months after that. Because I always tend to get behind because there's so many episodes. They air every single week. And it's just like, it's just this big, long, ongoing series. And so I get so far behind. I mean, it's like a long way past this at this point. In fact, let me see if I can find out exactly how many there are. Because, again, we're starting on 776 today. There are currently 831. So, quite a lot of episodes have aired since then. Quite a lot. And, of course, we're not going to get caught up anytime soon. That's not my plan for this. So, as we react to this, we're just going to take it as we go. And there will probably be times where we have to put the show on hold because I want to get to something else or whatnot. But we'll take that as it comes. We'll try to get through as much as we can. And hopefully we'll enjoy where this goes. Now, I believe there's still a few more episodes that technically exist in this arc. I don't know exactly how many, but I believe there's still a couple more. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know exactly what else they're going to do before they head out. Or maybe them heading out and like starting their journey towards Big Mom is still part of this arc. I don't know. But I'm excited to see what we've got in store for this series because One Piece has always been one of my favorites. Um, Obviously, it's not my number one or anything, but it's always been one that I've truly loved, and its length honestly is its only big problem because it just goes on for so long. And I mean, admittedly, it doesn't need to. It really didn't need to. I mean, I like a lot of these different arcs. I loved the Dressrosa arc, for example. But it honestly didn't need to go on this long. But I'm still enjoying it. I really am. Even though the pre-time skip stuff was much better than the post-time skip. In general. But yeah. So yeah, we are going to be going through this as much as we can for as long as we can. And again, we may drop it at some point, but honestly, I don't see that happening, like not a full drop. What I could see mostly is just putting it on hold at some point for an undetermined time. But we'll tackle that when we get to it, and we'll see how that goes. As I said, we are doing 2 episodes today, 776 and 777. And at least as of the time of recording this, which is almost 3 p.m., as of the time I'm recording these pre-thoughts, I mean, and all. As of the time of recording this, Kakegurui XX's episode for this week isn't out. Like, it was delayed half a day in Japan or something, and Japan's ahead of us time-wise, so... It was delayed, and I think the episode technically is out, like it has aired, but Kiss Anime hasn't uploaded it yet. So, or I guess maybe the websites that Kiss Anime links to hasn't. So I'm still waiting for that. Who knows when that'll come in. But yeah, heck, I'm probably going to wait to upload until I get both of them recorded. And so this video might not even come up until after I've already put up Kakegurui, for all I know. But yeah, I'm almost nervous to get back into this. It's been so long. It's been almost 2 years. And it's just like, that's insane. I've watched so much other stuff in the meantime. So many other anime and cartoons and movies and stuff. It's like it's hard to get back into something that you've been away from for so long. It'd be like starting Skyrim for the first time and then not playing it, like getting to a certain point and then not playing it for over a year and then coming back to it and trying to continue right from where you left off. No, you're going to be confused. You're going to be like, wait, what do I have? What was I doing? What did I already do? You're going to be confused for a bit. And that'll probably be me for a little. I'll probably have to get reacquainted with everything that's going on. But hopefully it won't take too many episodes. And we'll get kind of back into the swing of things. So yeah, I'm just excited. And I hope to see more awesome moments with our crew, as well as their allies as we continue on. I believe the ones who are going with them, who have agreed to go with them, I believe Wanda and Carrot are. In fact, actually, I know Carrot is, because I do know Carrot joins them in the whole Cake Island arc. I know that one for sure. But there was a third one, I think, and I don't remember who it was. I cannot... There's a couple I could think of, but I don't remember who it was. And I don't remember their names, either. The only other name for the Mink tribe that's coming into mind right now is Cat Viper. I don't know. Well, we'll find out, again. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes, and we're going to get started. We're going to stop putting it off. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so an unexpected surprise with the second episode here, but let's talk about the first. So, Luffy and the crew are getting ready to head their separate ways. The group is splitting up. The samurai, the minks, and all of them, they're splitting up in order to go into 4 separate groups. There's the Sanji Retrieval Team, which is 6 members, and the Stowaway Carrot, as we now know. Which I was wondering about how that was going to work, but okay, I can dig that. We have the team going to Wano to prepare them. We have a team... oh, crap baskets. What were the other teams doing? One team was staying on Zou in the meantime. That was the team Momonosuke was with. And the other team was doing something else. They were going to find someone else, I think. I don't remember who. I could look that up real quick. Yeah, I'll look that up real quick, and in the meantime, so basically the first episode was just like sorting things out, getting things finished up with Zou, and you're probably gonna hear this for a second. Hold on. Getting things fixed up and finished up and sorted out, figuring out where everyone's going, and just heading out, basically. Oh, there. I muted it. Okay, so... Okay, here we go. I found the exact right... Oh yeah, the one team is searching for Marco. That's right. There's the team that's searching for Marco as well. That's Cat Viper's team. I forgot about that. Okay. So, yeah, it was just basically wrapping up this arc, getting the teams started to send on their way and everything. And at the end, we got Vivi. And she is being escorted by the Marines, along with her father and other members of the court and stuff, to Marijois for the Reverie, which apparently is just a gathering of royalty. I don't know what the details of it are. I don't know like what's going to be discussed there or whatnot, but I'm definitely interested. And the second episode was mostly flashback. It was flashback that Vivi was remembering regarding her time befriending the Straw Hats during the Alabasta arc and their defeat of Crocodile. And she wants to meet with them again someday, but right now they're headed to Marijois. And we also see Shirahoshi, who doesn't want to go up there because she doesn't want to go to the surface unless she's going with Luffy and them to see a forest for the first time, as per their promise. But she's convinced by one of her brothers to remember that Luffy taught her not to be such a crier anymore and to take action and everything. He reminds her of that this was their mother's wish and stuff. And so she agrees. And there was one other thing mentioned, and it was regarding Dressrosa, and I want to check that real quick. Because like, they were mentioned like they hadn't heard from, like, the leader or whatnot, the king, and they mentioned the name, and I can't even think of the name now. But it's like, is that who I'm thinking of? Is that like the toy soldier who was the actual like? I think he was like he was the soldier who married the princess, and I believe her name was Rebecca. He's her father. So technically, he does have claim to the throne in a way. But I don't think that's who was. I'm not sure. That's why I have to look it up if it ever comes up. It's taking forever to load. But yeah, not a lot happened in either of these episodes because these are kind of bridging episodes to go into the next arc. Okay, let me see here. Okay, the current king is Riku Dold the Third. I don't think that was the name that was mentioned. And Kairos, that's who I was thinking of. And King Riku was the same guy. Rebecca's grandfather and all. He's the same king as before. He took over again. Let me look up the Reverie real quick. I'm going to try to avoid any spoilers and stuff, but I'm trying to remember what that name was. What the name that was mentioned was. Also, apparently in the Funimation dub, this is known as the World Summit. Yeah, I'm just trying to see the leaders who are going to be there. Like, obvious ones I would imagine and all are obviously going to be there. There was one who, I swear, there was one who was mentioned, but I can't think of what it was. Okay, now that's gonna bug me. Let me check that again, real quick. Okay, that's the Shirahoshi scene, so it's not there. It's before that. Yeah, it's in Logetown. Well, it's right around that scene. Okay, it's right before Shirahoshi. It's with this weird, this guy with the dragon tattoo and whatnot. Don Shinjao, that was it. I know that name, but I can't place it. So let me just look that up real quick. Sorry about this, it's just... I'm trying to remember who all of these characters are, because again, it's been so long. Oh, this guy! Yeah, the guy with the pointy head that's bent at points. And depending on whether his head is bent or not, it affects his personality and all. And he had the entire issue with Garp and everything. Yeah, I remember him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he was in the Dressrosa arc. Okay, so why was he being mentioned? The leader of the Happosai army? What did they say again in this episode? And the new leader is Sai, which was, I believe, his son then. Okay, so they're just... I think they're talking about something else. Oh yeah, they're mentioning this stuff and reason why they can make it to the Reverie. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. But yeah. So these episodes really didn't have a lot going on. Again, the first episode was mostly just getting ready to head out. And giving us the teams that were going in each of their separate directions. And the second episode was, again, mostly just memories from Alabasta, as well as a few new things to prepare for this Reverie. So yeah, not much else to discuss here. Hopefully, we'll start getting into the meat of things soon, and there will be a lot more to actually talk about. But I did enjoy these episodes. Even though there wasn't a lot to them, I enjoyed just the fun and frivolity of everyone getting ready, learning where everyone's going, as well as, of course, seeing Vivi again. I've always loved Vivi. Like, no joke. She's always been one of my favorites. in terms of secondary characters and whatnot. But yeah, I can't wait to see more of this, and I really do hope we see what the other teams are doing as well. I don't want to only focus on the Whole Cake Island team because, again, during the Dressrosa arc, there were that point where I believe it was Nami, Brooke, and someone else. I'm not 100% sure who, but they were pretty much absent from most of the arc, and Dressrosa was a long arc. So the fact that that a few of the characters were absent and just completely unheard from for a good portion of the arc was extremely disappointing. And I just hope they don't do that again with this. I hope we get to see, yes, focus on the Whole Cake Island and the Sanji retrieval, but I want to also see the others at the same time. I want to see what everyone else is doing still. I want to see the team headed to Wano. I want to see the one team finding Marco. And I want to see the one team that's remaining on Zoe. I want to see all of this still. And hopefully we will, even if it's just little bits here and there. Again, yes, focus on the Sanji retrieval part. That is what we need to focus on. But I still want to see the other stuff too. But yeah, so tell me what you thought of these episodes down in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,